Now, don't get me wrong, I love indulging in some rich food, but sometimes you need to make it a little lighter. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to make lentil meatballs without the meat, obviously. Now, I'm going to cook my lentils first. These are good old classic lentils, and I'm going to cook them in the multi-cook and grain. It just makes it so much faster. 1 cup of lentils into the basket, along with 700 millilitres of water. So just to cover them. And this not only soaks the lentils, but it's going to cook them to perfection. So we'll place the lid on and I'll set it to the lentil function. And then this will take roughly 20 minutes to cook. Now, while that's happening, we can get on to the rest of the filling that will go into these lentil balls. Into a medium-sized pan, I'll add a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, about a tablespoon, and I'll add a finely chopped onion along with 2 cloves of garlic, and I'm going to mince this directly into the pan just so we don't get large chunks of garlic, but we get a nice hit of garlic flavour. And I've placed the pan on a medium heat. I don't want this to be too hot, not too much colour. I just want to sweat them off. Okay, a pinch of salt and a crack of pepper. Something that goes really nicely with lentils is fennel seeds. So a teaspoon of whole fennel seeds into the oil, and that'll toast along with the onions. Now I'll give that a quick toss, and I'll just cook this for 4 or 5 minutes until it's softened, and then I'll cool it down completely in a bowl. Okay, the lentils are cooked and I didn't season them at all with salt. I'll season them now when we make the mixture. So into my cuisine companion, I'll add all of the onions, and I'm just going to use this just to blend everything together so we get one nice mixture. Our cooked lentils can go in. I've drained them so there's no water there at all. And then I'll add a few generous handfuls of breadcrumbs and some ricotta, a few generous tablespoons. This is also going to give it a really lovely fluffy texture. For some extra dimension, a tablespoon of tomato paste and a handful of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. The last binding agent is the good old egg, just 1 egg, and we'll crack that directly into the bowl. And we need to season this, so a generous amount of sea salt and some freshly cracked pepper, and the zest of half a lemon. Fabulous. Now the lid can go on, and I'll pulse this until it's just combined. All right, this mixture has come together nicely. You know, it's really funny. It actually looks like minced meat, and it's the perfect consistency. So now I'll take the blade out and we can start rolling. Now the easiest way to roll this is just to wet your hands just with some water, shake off the excess, and then grab a small amount of the lentil mixture and roll it in your hands. See how it doesn't stick to your hands at all? That's what we're looking for. All right, I'll just continue rolling these, and then I'll fry them very gently in some olive oil before we add it to a delicious, rich tomato sauce. Okay, I've rolled out these meatballs and I've just started to fry them in a few tablespoons of olive oil. I've also got 2 cans of tomato that I've just brought to the boil and thickened slightly. It just takes about 10 minutes. Now, once you've sealed these gorgeous little meatballs, I'll carefully move them from the pan into the sauce. Now, you don't want this sauce to be rapidly boiling because we don't want to break up the lentil meatballs. Don't forget, they still are delicate because there are lentils in there. So we'll place them in the sauce and just warm them through completely. This will take a further 15 minutes. All right, our lentil balls are ready to serve, and I'm serving this with some zoodles, which are zucchini noodles. Now we'll place these in the center of the bowl, and then we'll serve this with our meatballs. Again, these are not meat, so they're going to be delicate, and that's completely fine. You just have to be careful when you take them out of the pan. We'll put a few around the bowl, and one more on top. and I'll add some rich tomato sauce over the top just to dress the lentil balls and the zucchini. You can add some parmesan over the top if you like, or I think this dish needs some texture, so some pine nuts that I've toasted and a small amount of basil, just broken, just torn over the top. There you go. Spaghetti and meatballs done in the vegetarian way. You know, whether you're having a break from meat or you're vegetarian, everyone is going to like this. It's lovely and light, and it's sort of a little fun because you think you're getting meatballs, but you'll be surprised the lentils taste just as delicious.